Hello and welcome to another edition of The Hard Way. Trying to get these videos going again. And yeah, I'm thinking about how difficult it's going to be actually technically to deliver all the energy that we need for all these devices that we're going to be bringing with us. Now, we're thinking of bringing a drone, laptop computers, cell phones, sat nav, all those types of gadgets. They all mount up at the end of the day. And there's going to be 4 of us, and I'd rather there be more energy than what we need than the opposite way around. After all, it's free. What I don't want to do is overcomplicate things. So what I planned on doing is putting on the top of the roof of the rooftop tent, I plan on putting on 3 panels, which should give us about 300 watts of power. And that should power up, and we're hoping to bring lithium ion batteries, some big lithium ion batteries that will give us more than enough energy throughout the night. Now, a lot of you guys might be thinking that's a bit overkill, but let me tell you now, I'm going to be having some problems that are unique. One of those problems is lighting. My partner does not like being in the dark. She doesn't like darkness. She doesn't like darkness, and she doesn't like being alone. Okay, so we are going to need to think about lighting up our campsite as much as possible at night, because my partner just isn't going to feel comfortable if we're just sitting there in the dark. I mean, we're going to have lights either way, but I think we need to make sure that our campsite is well lit. If we camp naturally, nature camping. So that's one thing I need to consider. It's important actually, because I want my partner to feel as comfortable as possible when we're doing this expedition. So I am thinking of lithium ion simply because they are very light. It's a very light battery. It's a very powerful battery. I'm thinking of doing lithium ion, getting an expensive lithium ion battery, because you can get cheap ones, but they're just crap. They're not good for overlanding because the battery looks big, but when you open it up, they come in little, like the batteries are actually this small, and they put lots of these little small batteries inside this container. And of course, when you're overlanding, you're going over some pretty rough terrain at times. Those batteries, those little batteries inside, can get dislodged, which makes them break. So it's better for us to have an expensive battery, because they don't put little batteries in those expensive batteries. They either put in battery slabs, which is much better for traveling in. I have thought about gel batteries. It's 2022. Why am I putting, there are certain things that I can, skimp on. I don't think electricity is one of those things. I think I need to be really careful when it comes to the electrical systems. I'm not going to mess around. I'm going to put in a decent electrical system that is going to give me everything I need, but will also power. It's going to be light, and it's not going to break down on us. It's going to be reliable. So I'm going to splash out on that. It just needs to be done, because we can't take any chances with the electricity. I want us to have everything that we need. You have to also remember, because of the kid, we're not going to be traveling that far during the daytime. No more than 5 hours a day. That's maximum. So if we're only driving that amount of time, you know, the solar panels on the roof, because I don't want to always park the car in the middle of the sun when we parked up. You know, we have to take all these types of things into consideration. The solar panel on the roof is going to need to generate energy for us all the time. So, yeah, we need to focus on building it so it gives us everything we need. I don't want any flexible, non-hardwaring, you know, solar panels. I've seen the rigid ones. The rigid ones are heavier, but they're harder wearing. I think I'm going to go with the oh my goodness, what's it called? I'm going to go with the, oh, my partner's back.
Hello, baby.
Hello, sweetheart. We have a lot of people coming. We've got a decent sized amount of energy that we're going to use. And of course, we're going to need all the solar we can get. So the solar panels that I'm going to put on top of the car, I think will be some high quality, flexible panels. I'm not going to go with rigid. Multiple reasons for that. So, for one, they're heavier, and of course, this is a lightweight project. For two, they tend to stick out, and I don't like that. I don't like the way they kind of stick out. I've seen people put them on their vans, on top of their roofs of their cars, and they're not flush with the actual car, which for aerodynamics, of course, it's not going to be a massive issue, but once again, over a period, 50,000 miles, it's going to make a difference. I'm going to make sure that they're down packed, you know what I mean, so that they are flush with the actual rooftop tent, because I'm designing my own rooftop tent. This shouldn't be that much of a problem. What else? I'm hoping that the energy that we use whilst we're on the road will be enough to recharge the batteries as well. Like I said, we're only going to be on the road for 4 hours a day. Go on, Leona. We're only going to be on the road for 4 hours a day. So that's not a long time to charge up batteries and so forth using the combustion engine. But the solar will be charging pretty much every day. I mean, this is Africa we're talking about here. Plenty of sunshine, you know, so yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. What else? I'm really looking forward to not working whilst we're driving. This is one thing that is very important. I plan on doing no work whilst we are driving. One thing I'm looking forward to. But of course, whilst we're driving, we're going to be using quite a lot of energy from out of the engine. It would be nice to try and find some system where we can use the heat energy, so we can dissipate even more heat energy out of the engine, try and use it for something else. Like some sort of, not KERS, but some sort of, you know, heat recovery system. Because heat we've got plenty of heat. The engine's going to be generating heat. It's going to be hot for 90% of the time in Africa, except for when we're in the deserts at night. And oh goodness, she had to do that now, didn't she? Except for when we're in the deserts at night, and when we are in certain parts of South Africa where it's going to be cold. It's going to be really cold in some parts of South Africa. That's our setup. That's what we're going with. And we're hoping that we can try and plan, but that should be enough for us. And yeah, if something else comes up, I'm going to speak to you guys about it. But if anybody knows anything else that could help us really with our energy needs, please let us know in the comment section below. It'd be really good to hear your opinion on this. So thank you for watching another video from the hard way, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.